Hello everybody, today is Tuesday, November 8th, Election Day. It's 3:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 19 minutes before the regular session close, and I want to bring over the time and sales. You can see the E-mini S&P currently trading at 2139.50, and we have had a spectacular day for the auto trader, so stay tuned. First, the required disclaimer. Okay, quite a day for the auto trader. First up is the Dax on the Super 6 tick, and this hit its goal of 2,000 with maybe a tick of positive slippage. And if I just hit the slider bar arrow, just notice the equity curve. We can see all the trades here, mostly winners. There was a loser here, but most of the trades were winners, and there was probably 7 or 8 trades. So just watch the equity curve, and there we hit our goal at the end. So most of these were winners, and the losers were small compared to the winners. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the 2500 tick chart, and this did 1175 for the day on 2 contracts. On the bottom here, we can see our equity curve. So we started off with a loser that only lost about 6 ticks, and then we had a really solid long trade and then a short trade which got stopped out here, doing 1175 for 2 contracts. That's excellent for the E-mini S&P. Just want to point out this is using our line break logic. So here's our line break signal, and then we got our blue bars here. So our indicators give great signals, just the indicators, no auto trading. But just using, for example, our line break indicator and our volatility stop indicator, which is the volatility trailing stop here, and our precision trend indicator, which just want to remind everybody that Blue Wave Trading was the 6th Ninjatrader vendor, and we came out with our precision trend indicator, which colored the bars red and blue long before the current 500 vendors that are now in the Ninjatrader ecosystem. Many of them um, emulated this style of development, but we were probably the first to offer this in the Ninjatrader community. And what's unique about ours is that we plot arrows below the bar with the price of the signal and a dot on the bar. If I enlarge this and make this open low high close bars, we can see the dot. That's the exact price where the signal changed from short to long, and then an arrow into the bar. So our indicators are very visual and very accurate. Here's our line break signal here, and generally you can filter out line break signals by combining it with the trend indicator. You don't take a short line break signal if the bars are blue. This can be very effective in manual trading. Okay, next up is the DAX on the Super 14 tick, and we had a short trade and then a fantastic long trade, and that hit its goal with positive slippage. And that was it. There was quite a big upshot in the DAX, which is a really volatile market. We have our goal set at 2,000, but uh, the DAX can do much more than that. But keep in mind, for every trade that can win, you can have a loser. Okay, next up is the crude oil on the Super 6 tick, and this is using our line break logic. You can see the line break signals here. And we had one loser to start, followed by a really nice long trade here. and then another small loser, just a few ticks, and then finishing with a long trade here, doing 1420 for the day on 2 contracts, just shy of our goal of 1500. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the Superenco 8 tick, and we had a single long trade resulting in 1162.50. And we can see our limit fill here, and then we took our first contract off at, first one came off at 32 ticks, which is 8 points. So we see that here, and then we were stopped out, probably trailing by 1 bar at this point. So 1162.50, very respectable for a single trade in the E-mini S&P. Okay, next up is the 30-year Treasury bond, and this is trading 2 contracts, and we started off with a loser, so a little bit of a drawdown here, but then we recovered with a really excellent short trade, doing $1,000 even for the day on 2 contracts. Okay, there was another huge winner in the Dax, and that was on the 34-second line break chart. And here we see the trades. There was a number of trades today. We drew down a little bit off the open. Looks like the drawdown was about $500 or so, which is not unusual for the DAX. And then we came back with a really solid long and a really solid short trade that brought us just shy of our goal of 2,000 for the day. So very strong finish here. Okay, next up is the crude oil on just a regular 5-range chart, and this did 600 for the day, kind of a mixed bag of trades, but still had a pretty solid performance. A little bit of a drawdown, but then came back with a number of winners. This is also using our line break logic on a range bar chart. We have fairly tight money management on this. We only have a 12 tick target on the first contract, and our stop loss is only 9 ticks. After 24 ticks, we're trailing by 1 bar, so that's what we're seeing here, is this stop out. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on our 2500 tick chart, and we had a small loser here at the open, followed by an excellent long trade and then a short trade, resulting in 1175 for the day on 2 contracts. This is also using our line break logic, as you can see here. Next up is the crude oil on the 500 tick chart, and we have a long and a short trade, and that was it for the day. This system starts trading at 10:29 a.m., so we might have gotten in the trade earlier, but we start trading at this hour. Anyway, pretty respectable, 590 for the day on 2 contracts. Okay, next up is the gold contract. We had a number of trades here. You can see our equity curve and a little drawdown at the open, and then we had 3 really nice short trades, and that gave us 590 for the day on 2 contracts on the Superenco 6-tick chart for the gold. Okay, there was another 3 or 4 charts that had minor gains of $100 or $200, but I'm not going to show that. But most of the charts we followed today were in the plus side of the ledger. That's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website or contact us at systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thank you for watching today.